When you're building a touring setup, everything that you put in should go towards one goal, and that is to make camp life a bit easier. Today, we've got a fridge that does exactly that. This is the brand new NRX30 from Dometic. Now this is a whole new fridge that they've developed. It's the same footprint as their old fridge, but this one is also a freezer. So it's completely redesigned, and what that means is with the compressor at the back, it doesn't have to be at the back of the fridge. It could be moved away from the fridge if you don't have enough room. So this thing will fit into tiny spaces and perform just beautifully. Now what else is cool about this is they've made this look exactly like their upright range of NRX fridges too. So when these are in together, I think they look spectacular in the canopy. Now, this has got exactly the same footprint as the old 30-litre drawer fridge that was just a fridge. And what they've done with this, which I really like, is they've completely redesigned the panel inside. So the old one used to have an analog gauge, which would stop you fitting in taller cans. They've fixed all that. Now they've got a nice digital gauge along the top, allows you to choose different levels of fridge temperature, and the freezer will go down to -15 degrees, which is plenty for going away camping. Let me bring you back from that beach for 1 second to a little bit of a chillier Brisbane, back to our garage. Let me talk about the freezer in this drawer fridge. Now this will go to -15, which is absolutely plenty to keep things frozen for days or weeks when you're camping. You're not going to be deep freezing stuff for months when you're on the road. You're going to be maybe weeks, probably days. The house freezer that's over in the corner of the garage here, it will go to -18, but that's for a deep freeze. That's for months and months at a time. You don't need that when you're camping. -15, plenty. All right, let's get back to the beach. What this gives us is it gives us options. So this can be a fridge and this can be a freezer. Because if you take the freezer compartment out of this stand-up fridge, the whole thing can be a fridge or a freezer. So you can imagine you could have this as a freezer and all of this is a fridge. Or you could have this as a fridge with a little freezer and this is a freezer. Or all of this, like we have done today, all of this is a fridge, little freezer on top, and this is a drinks fridge. You've got so many options, but what's cool about this is if you've got a 60-litre or a 50-litre NRX upright fridge, this will actually be able to stack on top of it. It's going to be exactly the same width as the 50 or 60 litre, and this can go underneath and your upright fridge on top of it. So all of a sudden your 50 litre is going to turn into an 80 litre fridge freezer or fridge or freezer freezer, and your 60 litre is going to turn into a 90 litre with all your configuration options. Absolutely changes everything about smaller canopies. Obviously we've got a cruiser. This is a 960 tall canopy. We can get the 115 in. But if you could only get an 80 in, or sorry, not an 80, a 60 or a 50, you've now got an option to put this on top of it or underneath it. Love that. So the NRX30, this is the biggest one that they do. They also do a 20 litre, and the biggest difference between those two, it's the same front size, it's just not as deep going back. So if you've got a smaller space and you don't maybe have the length to get the 30 litre in, the 20 litre might suit, plenty of options and still stackable. Perfect. So let's talk a little bit about what power this draws. So we just turned it on the freezer because we couldn't get it to cycle because it's already cold. But when we put it on the freezer mode on the Submarine here on the Voyager, it was showing 4 amps it was pulling to get it down to that -15. So obviously that's going to take a wee while to get there. We've turned it back off because we're keeping it as a fridge this weekend. The difference between a fridge and a freezer, as far as I'm aware, is it's just going to take longer to pull down to that -15. And when it gets there, it might cycle a bit faster to keep it at that -15, but the power draw, I don't think would be much different. We've just had it as a fridge all weekend and we really haven't noticed, because we've got a 100 amp hour charger in the Voyager. Every morning we've been waking up about 60 or 70%. We're really not using that much power. We're running the 2 fridges full time. We had induction going last night to cook dinner with. By the time we got up here to Sandy Cape, we were back at, well, we're at 99% now. They're not drawing that much, both these fridges. They really are very efficient with the amperage. So inside the fridge, they come with 3 dividers. You can have, there's 3 holes here. They're sort of differently spaced. So you could have 2 dividers at the front, depending on your setup. Maybe you're just using this as one fridge. So you might have some food in the front of it here. You might have bread or milk or something. You wouldn't have bread, but milk or something in the middle. And then you could have drinks at the back. So that's the 3 shelves in. I'm at the minute just running one shelf and one divider in the middle So we're running just drinks here so they don't just scatter about too much, but I've ended up printing, actually I'll show you it because I'm pretty happy with this. I've ended up printing little crates so that all the drinks kind of, if you take one out, they're all not going to spill over everywhere. So these ones here just fit in there nicely. I've got 4 of these that I've 3D printed, and I'm really happy with how they fit in this fridge. And that's the NRX30 drawer fridge, all wrapped up, looks fantastic in the canopy, love having it in there. If you enjoyed this video, please do remember to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.